Hi everyone, welcome once again to Elite Creations. Today, since we are getting close to the holidays, especially Christmas, I decided to make, in today's video, this little creation here. It's a little Christmas tree with little roses, okay? Very pretty, very festive, okay? For today, we are going to be using, cardstock paper number 65. Like I say, you may find these always in your craft stores. Today's colors will be obviously red, green, and we're also going to be using the brown, which I forgot to get out, but yes, we're going to be using the brown as well for the trunk of our tree. Okay, and here are the templates we'll be using today. Like I always say, if you would like to purchase any of my templates, of course, you may send me a message and I will be more than happy to help you with that information. We have a few templates today, basically 4. Okay, first one is the one shaped like a Christmas tree. Okay, then we have 2 strips. This one is about 21 centimeters long. This one is about 11.5 centimeters long. Those 2 are for the bow. And then we have the circle, 9 centimeter, which I will show you what this one's for. Okay. I'll go ahead and measure the Christmas tree for you so you can see about how the height. It's about 26.5 centimeters. Okay. So those are our templates for today. And like I keep saying, if you would like to just go ahead and, eyeball it yourself, go right ahead and do so. If you would like to purchase them, just send me a message and I will help you with that, okay? All right, so first I went ahead and I cut out a piece of cardboard, which is what we're going to use for the tree. And I went ahead and also cut out the top part of the tree, which is one green paper and one in brown, because it's going to be the back of our cardboard, as special finishing touches. All right, and then also for the tree, I also cut out 2 pieces of the trunk. Okay, if you want to do it all together, you may, is up to you, but I went ahead and I cut out 2 pieces for the trunk. Also for our edges, like I like to always have my finishing or my backing of my flowers or any of my crafts to look nice. So for this one, I went ahead and I cut out 3 strips of paper, brown, for this one, to put around the edges of my cardboard. Then I also have piece of ribbon. Could be you could put a ribbon, you could put the wire that we usually use in my other crafts or my other flowers, whatever you like to hang. Or if you don't want to hang it, you just want to just tape it on the wall, you may also do it, and you don't have to add the ribbon. Okay, for this one we have the ribbon, so I'll go ahead and I'll show you how to do that one. Okay, also the bells, you can find these little pack of bells any of your craft stores or any stores that sell craft products. Okay, and we're going to be using the medium-sized bell for the tree today, right? Okay, so in order to form our little flowers or roses, you could say these are like roses. Okay, we're going to need about 27 roses to cover this, just green roses, and 2 brown ones. Okay, let me put this here. I went ahead and the circle that I showed you, the template, that's about 9 centimeters, cut out 27 pieces. Okay, and for the trunk, like I told you, just 2 pieces. So I'm going to show you what to do with this one. Right, we have my scissors. Once we cut out the circles, we are going to go around, cutting around the circle, like in swirls. Okay, I'll show you. We'll start out in an edge, in any of the edges. Oh, I'm sorry. In any of the edges, like this, and just cut inside in swirls. I want to say you could leave the strips about, let me measure for you, about 1 centimeter of thickness or width or whatever you want to call it. Okay, and just cut around in swirls. You're gonna cut in, okay, inward of the circle. See, if you do that, it starts looking like this. Okay, keep cutting inside, cut it in, you just keep churning it, and just work with the scissors, churning and churning and churning and churning, and just leave a little circle in the middle like this. Okay, so you should be looking like this. Let's do it like this. Maybe like this is easier. See? Okay, that's how it should be. And you need to cut out about 27 of those, and 2 circles brown. Okay, so they should look like this. Let's cut out one more so you could see what I did. Okay, let's cut this little corner here. It's too pointy. All right, once again, I'm gonna take the scissors, okay, put it in towards the center, and just start cutting little strips of about 1 centimeter wide, and just churn and cut, churn and cut, churn and cut. Okay, just churn and cut like this. Okay, go inward like this. Okay, it seems like if it's something hard, but it's not. Once you get the rhythm of it, you'll go quick like this. Okay, so it should look like this. All right, so now what do? Okay, in order to make them look like a rose, I use a skewer, you know, because it's thin. But do you have anything else in handy that's similar to something this thin, you could go ahead and use it. Or if you want to do it by hand, you can also go ahead and do it. This is what I do. I take this end, okay, and I put it on the skewer, and then I fold it in, and then I basically hug the skewer, you could say. Okay, I'm gonna put it in towards the skewer like this, and then just roll it, see, roll it in like this. Just roll it in like that. Okay, and you keep rolling. If you want to continue rolling inside the with the skewer, of course you may do so. If you want to take it off the skewer and just continue finishing it up like that, you may also do that. So I'm gonna show you. So once you start like this, you want to take it out. Once it's, because what you need more of that is to help you with the little end to go in. Once it's in, and you want to just go ahead and just continue folding it in with your own fingers, you may go ahead and just do so. And I'm gonna show you how it's gonna look at the end. Okay, just keep in, see, rolling it all in like this. Once you have it all rolled in, it should look like this. Okay, all rolled in. Now you're gonna let it go a little bit like this until you could get a little bit in the end like this when you open the flap like this, and we're gonna put glue here, and then that's gonna go on the flap. Okay, we wanted to open it up and look something like this. Okay, like that. And now we're gonna put glue on the bottom here, and then it's gonna go on the little flap. Okay, so we put a little bit of glue, and now we're gonna take the flap and glue it on, and just press down on the flap. Okay, just hold it for a little bit. Okay, and it should, one of my flowers fell. Okay, it should look like this. Okay, I'll show you one more time with the brown one. We'll do the same thing with the brown one. Okay, so let's take our skewer or whatever little gadget or tool you have there to help you twirl it in. And we're going to start at the end, at the small end, and we're going to roll it around the skewer. Okay, you hold the end in, and then just swirl it, bring it in, and fold it all in on the skewer, all around the skewer. Okay. Okay, you want to keep it on the skewer, you can. If you want to take it out the skewer, oops, you can go ahead and do that too. And just finish it up with your fingers. Just roll it in, roll it all in. Okay. When you start rolling all in, it'll basically just do it on its own. Okay. Once again, here we go. We're around, round, round. And if you did it correctly, it should look like this once again. Okay. And then we'll let it go for a little bit until it opens up into looking like a little rose. Okay. And now we're going to take it on the end, the bottom, that looks like this. Flip open the flap that's on the bottom. And we're going to put glue there. Okay. And now we're going to stick it on the flap directly. Open it up as much as you can and just hold it in so it can stay glued on the flap. Okay, so it should look like this. So like I said, we're going to need 2 of the brown ones and about 27 of the green ones. Okay, all right, so I went ahead and did them ahead. Okay, because if I would have sat here and do it with you guys, all of these, it was going to take me a while. That is, I will tell you, you need to have a little patience. If you don't have patience to do these and you need help to do them, go ahead and get the help. But it's going to take a little bit in order to twirl all of these in. Okay, so I went ahead and got those done. And like I said, I will need about 27 of the green ones, and it's going to be 2 of the brown ones. Okay, so now we're going to, of course, start with our cardboard. Oops. All right, and we are going to go ahead and let's start off with doing the edges. Okay, so let's take our 3 strips. I did 3 just because it's a little longer, you know, in the shape and all. I'd rather have some of it left over than for not to have enough. If I don't have enough, let's say I'm not sure, then of course you could go ahead and cut up more pieces. But I think with the 3 strips will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to take our cardboard, which already outlined and cut out with our template, and we're going to start gluing, of course, with my handy dandy glue gun that I love so much. And we are going to start from wherever. I'll just start from the top and just start gluing the edges, putting glue on the edges little by little like this. And I'll take my strip and start gluing it down. And like I say, always try to press down as much as you can, because since the glue tends to be thick, okay, it could pop out the edges more, and then it'll show. Okay, the glue will show, of course. We don't want that. You know, it could happen, it's fine, but if we could try to not happen, it's even better. All right, so let's go ahead and put it down and just press down on it. Okay, if you want to use any other type of glue that you feel more comfortable working with, of course you may go ahead and do so. Like I always say, I like my glue, the glue gun, the hot glue, because to me it works better. Just my opinion for my stuff. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and continue gluing. Okay. It looks like we're going to be about done with this strip, so we're going to have to start with the other one. Yep. Okay. Press down on it. So it should be looking like this. Okay. Alright, let's get out of the strip and start from here. There's a lot of little nooks, little folds around, so just work with it Put some glue here, some here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Start off here, fold it in there. Okay, and just push in the corner. Okay. And then we'll continue putting this rest of the strip on here. Okay. Okay, so it should be looking like this. Okay, and now we're going to continue putting all the strips on. All right, so then now we're going to continue with your last strip. Here we go. Okay. Remember, press, press, press in, so then that way the glue sticks better on the strip, and the glue won't show as much. If you want, just press down like this. I do that sometimes, just to get a bit more. Okay. Add my glue here. Okay. And now we are going to, see, 3 were enough. It's even a little left over. See that? Awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and snip off that piece. Put a little more glue here to finish it gluing up here. Okay. Alright, so then it should be looking like this right now, if you did it correctly. Now, what I do, I'm going to go around. There's some that are overlapping like this, so I'll go ahead and cut those little pieces off. Sometimes I do that. I prefer for it to overlap. That way it could cover all of my edges, because I don't know exactly how much of it, how thick it is. And especially if we're just eyeballing it, I just go ahead and just cut the strips off a little thicker, and then that way it could cover all of my edges just fine. Okay. And of course, we're going to be checking both sides to make sure there's no overlapping on both sides. And if there's any glue left over on any of the sides or on the bottom or wherever that you think is going to not let anything get glued on correctly, of course go ahead and take it off. We don't want any little lumps showing. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but if we could not let it happen, it's even better. If we catch it on time, of course. If not, then it's fine. Okay. My little cardboard has a little indentation there, so that's why it's a little harder to cut off the edges, but that's okay. All right, let me flip it over and see if I have anything on this side. Not really, just a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit here where the indentation is, so I'm not gonna cut much of it. Okay. All right, and there's some glue here. I don't want no little lump there. Okay, so then it should be looking like this. Our edge should be done. Awesome, right? All right, next. Okay, now we're going to take the brown paper, which is going to be the back of our tree. Wait, just a little bit here. I can feel the little glue here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We will take the ribbon first, any size you'd like. It depends on where you're gonna hang it. Okay, and we are going to glue it on the back instead of the wire. We're gonna do this. Okay, so you could just, this is what I do. I take the ribbon and I cross it like this. Okay, little loop there, and then I glue here so I could glue them together. Okay, glue them together like this. So it should be like this. Okay, and now I'm going to obviously glue that on the top of the cardboard here. Okay, so let me put enough glue here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put enough glue like this in the top. Now I'm going to put my ribbon on it. Okay. Press on it as much as you can so it can stay on there. Okay. So it should look like this right now. Okay. And now we're going to glue on our brown back on the tree. So I'm going to take my glue gun and just put glue all over the edges. Okay. Put it all over so our piece of paper could stick on over the ribbon in the back, of course. Okay. And now we'll go ahead and put on our backs. Okay, on our tree, or cover up. Okay. So if you did it correctly, it should look like this. Okay. And now we are also going to glue, go right ahead and just glue on our trunk also. Okay, piece of trunk that we cut off. So let's put glue on there too, on the edge. And now we're going to glue our trunk as well. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, everything, the sides, anything that's overlapping now, we're going to go ahead and cut off. Okay, so that way everything could be nice and even. Okay, so now that we did that, okay, should be looking like this right now. This is the back of our tree. Okay, well, this is the front, but this is the back and the edges. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're going to do the same process with our green paper. We're gonna cover the front of our cardboard. Okay, so if you did it correctly, it should be looking like this as well. So that's our back and this is our front. So now anything that's overlapping, which I told you sometimes I do cut it a little bit more just so it could cover my edges well because of the glue, because it could stay a little thick, so that way it could just cover it all together. So once I have all that done, then now I'm going to go ahead and I will I was going to say erase. I'm going to go ahead and cut out everything that's overlapping, like this green part that you see here. Okay, all right, so if you took and you cut off all the extra overlapping colors, color paper, the green one, it should be looking like this now. So now we are ready to start gluing on our little roses. Okay, so of course we are going to start off with 1 in the top, and then 2, and then 3 until we work ourselves all the way to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take my glue gun and I'm going to show you how. I just put some glue in the bottom like this. Okay, and then I'm going to start with my first one in the top. Take the next one. Glue in the bottom. And I'll do, and then just work the flowers, you know, together. Just just eyeball it so that way it could cover some spaces. It can overlap each other. Just, see? Looking like this. Okay, and that's the reason why we put the green paper in the bottom, because since it's the roses, if we don't put the green paper in the bottom, then you will see a lot of the cardboard through it and it wouldn't look cute, of course. So we'll go ahead and continue. Okay, if you want to stick it out a little bit over the edge of the tree, you could also do that. It's fine, nothing wrong with that. Okay. And of course, since a lot of the flowers, obviously they're not the exact same sizes, some could be smaller, some could be a little bigger, then if you want to just grab some just to fit in, you could go ahead and do that as well. Okay, I'm going to show you how mine is looking at the moment. I'm going to at least put some like half down. You can see. Whoop. See, like here, I could put a smaller one because this little corner could use a little smaller. Corner like here. See? Should start looking like this already. Oh, not that, but like this. Okay. We'll go ahead and continue gluing on here. Okay. This is why I throw my little extra strips on the floor. But of course, I clean it up afterwards. Okay. Just put it in there. Once you just start gluing them on, it's a breeze. So just like this. I think what takes longer obviously is making the little roses in the beginning, of course. If you can get help, go ahead and get it. But once you have those little roses done and cover up your board, if you want to cover up your cardboard, if you don't want to, that's up to you. And everything else will be just done quickly. I'm going to show you how it's looking. Okay, so we'll go ahead and finish gluing all our roses on here. Okay, so now I have a few more to do. Hopefully you'll be the same as me. Okay, and I think I'm probably going to need one more rose if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Hopefully not, but you do, of course, you know. That's why I always go ahead and I cut up extra. Okay, I guess I'm not. Let me see. Okay, cool. No. Awesome. So this is why I say, for this one, I only needed 27 green roses. See? Looks pretty. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our 2 brown roses on our trunk. Okay, so once you put the brown roses, it should look like this. Okay, I'll turn it around so you can see how it's looking. Right? Nice. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and work on our bows. Those are the 2 strips that we cut off. Okay. Sorry. Okay. We have one here, the long one. And then we have the small one. We're going to start off with the long ones. And we're going to, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fold it in half. Okay. Like this. Fold it in half. So it should look like this. This is the longer piece. Okay. So now we're going to bring in one of the edges into that fold in the middle. And that's where we're going to glue it. And then we'll do the same thing with the other one. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to bring this in like this. Right where the fold is, where we folded it like this, and I'm going to glue it right in the middle. Okay. So it should look like this. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. We're going to bring it in to the middle and glue it. It's a little bit of glue there, but I'll just add a little bit more just in case. Okay, and we're going to glue it right in the middle as well. Okay, so it should look like this. Right? That's the big one. We're going to do the same process with, we're going to now do the same process we did with this one. Okay, we're going to do it with the smaller piece, okay? Okay, and once we do the same process with the little one, so here's the little one, and here's the big one. We're going to glue the little one in the middle of the big one, okay? So if you did it correctly, it should look like this. Okay, see, it looks like a bow already. All right, so now we are going to take our little bell that comes in the, like I told you, jingle bells in little packets. This one brought different sizes, so I'm going to use the one that's medium sized. And of course, I'm going to cut off this little strip that I bring because I don't need that. So I'll take it off. And I'm going to glue it right in the middle of our bow. Okay. Right in the middle of our bow. What I do is the little part that where the little thing, the little strip was on, the little thing I just cut off, that's what I'm going to glue down. Okay, so I just hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay. Okay, so it should be looking like this. Jingle bells, jingle bells. All right, so now we're going to take our tree, and right here on the top, okay, we're going to put some glue here because that's where we're going to glue our ribbon down like this, right on it, right on top of that part of the tree. Okay, so we're going to put glue right here, like I told you, right here on the top like that, and we're going to put our ribbon right on top of that glue. Okay, right on the edge of that cardboard, basically. Then what I also do is I'm going to take some glue and put it in the back, so then that way my ribbon could get glued on there too. Okay, so let me go ahead and do that so everything can start getting glued together. If you don't want to do that, then that's fine, you don't have to, but I like doing it just so that way it's more reinforced more too. Okay. Okay, so if you did it correctly, it should be looking like this right now. Okay, and you're done with our Christmas tree. Pretty, right? This is a party that you can also do with your children. They would really, you know, enjoy making these the Christmas tree. This is the first one that we did. This is the other one. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project. It was a fun project. Hopefully I'll go ahead and I'll see if I can make more Christmas projects for you guys. If you want to see more of my work, of course, you may follow me on my Instagram page, which is elite_creations_80, and also on my Facebook page, which is Elite Creations. And of course, subscribe to my channel here so that way you can see more tutorials and other crafts that I also like to do. Okay, well, I hope to see you again, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching.